Aggressive PR for the Sussexes got way beyond herself because she really doesn't understand the British royal family or Britain, but understands how to project her clients. And so I think she got it wrong by leaking it or even letting anyone know about it.
What about Meghan and Harry? Because there are reports that Prince Harry, Meghan Markle and their children could be set to lose their royal titles if and when Prince William becomes monarch.
Right thing to do. I mean, the point was that we'd always criticised Charles for being hesitant and backing away from controversy. But I don't think it was Charles's decision in the end. I mean, it was technically, but of course he was forced into it, most likely by Prince William. I think Camilla also said this can't carry on.
Well, remember my mistakes, I say the opposite. I think William is a man who's not in a hurry. I don't think he wants to be king soon. I think he is not that keen on all the different aspects of the monarchy. It's about Harry and Meghan Part 2. There's so much has happened in the last 5 years. No, my prediction is that Harry is terrified by the stripping of Andrew's title and told Meghan in no uncertain terms that once it's King William, they could well all lose their title and lose everything.
Tom Bower is also getting into one of the reasons that he wants to leave the USA is because after the Andrew scandal, Harry is now fearful of what is coming for him.
What's your take on Harry and Meghan then?
Well, I think he should go home, like E.T. He should go phone home and then go home.
Breaking today, Prince William doubles down. According to multiple sources, it's now a matter of when, not if, he strips Prince Harry and Meghan Markle of their royal title.
Royal biographer Tom Bower has issued a stark warning that's sending shockwaves through Harry and Meghan's world. His claim is blunt. The moment Prince William becomes king, the Sussexes' royal titles won't just be at risk. They'll be gone. And for Harry, the fear is real, because he's already seen what happens when the palace decides it's finally had enough. This is being framed as more than gossip or internet rumor. It's being presented as a forecast from someone who has built his career investigating the royal machine up close.
And if I was, I'm a betting man, I'm pretty sure that's what William will do. And it's the only way to save him from trouble, to get revenge, and to actually save the monarchy too. He can't afford to have the Sussexes and Montecito challenging him. And I don't think Kate would tolerate it either. So if I was Harry, I'd be nervous of his brother ascending the throne.
Warning is that Harry himself allegedly understands the danger. When William rises, the protection ends. And what's on the line isn't just status. It's the entire identity and security the Sussex brand has leaned on. Bower's certainty, the story argues, comes from a blueprint that's already unfolding in real time. Look at Prince Andrew, dismantled step by step. Titles, roles, privileges, standing, until what's left is a shell of the royal figure he was.
You're gonna Google yourself, was it Room or something?
Room.
You're gonna Google yourself, or like a Gypsy Rose Blanchard. She's gonna like discover she can walk. It's gonna be like Prince Harry and Meghan Markle's kids are gonna discover we're royalty, you assholes didn't tell us. Oh my God.
Once was. The message is clear. If the institution can do that to Andrew, it can absolutely do it again, only faster, and with less hesitation. Now picture William at the top, someone portrayed as having zero patience for anything that weakens the monarchy. The narrative claims he would see stripping Harry and Meghan's titles not as punishment, but as strategy. Remove the platform, end the disruption, and protect the crown. And there's an extra pressure point. Kate, as future queen, is framed as unwilling to tolerate an ongoing spectacle.
To get revenge and to actually save the monarchy too. He can't afford to have the Sussexes and Montecito challenging him. And I don't think Kate would tolerate it either. So if I was Harry, I'd be nervous of his brother ascending the throne.
Do you think he'll ever try to come back in any sort of meaningful way? Not at least him and Meghan were in Britain for the first time in a very long time together in recent weeks.
Once William has the authority to shut it down, the argument pivots to why Harry should be nervous right now, not later, because his American reinvention is depicted as unraveling publicly and painfully. A recent surfing-related clip is held up as an embarrassment that the internet instantly tore apart. Less cool royal escape and more desperate image management. And when public mockery grows louder, it becomes easier for the palace to justify cutting ties completely. Then comes the brand problem, painted as a credibility collapse happening in real time. The story claims Meghan's lifestyle venture is drowning in unsold product and awkward optics, to the point where even the machine that profits from the documentary narrative doesn't appear to be buying in as a customer. The framing is brutal. When your own ecosystem treats your products like leftovers.
Prince Harry at this surf school. What the hell is going on? I mean, Nancy Sidley put it this way. Times are definitely tough. Harry isn't just merching the surf school, he's merching the board, the wetsuit, the photographer, the videographer, the whole production package. But the problem is that, do you really believe that the video is even real? Because as the Royal Rambling Substack pointed out, I'm not one of these people always looking for reasons to criticize Meghan and Harry, quite the opposite. But within seconds of starting the clip, I decided it had to be AI, or at least AI enhanced, to put it mildly. And I mean, here is the video. There is nothing real about this. I am sorry, it is embarrassing that anyone would think we would be suckered by this, and for Harry to presumably give his permission for this to be used just blows my mind.
Your public image stops looking aspirational and starts looking like damage control. The pricing controversy is used to sharpen the point. Most brands reward loyalty with bundle discounts. But this one is portrayed as charging fans extra for less value. It's positioned not just as a business mistake, but as an insult to the remaining supporters. Evidence, the narration implies, of either sloppy execution or a belief the audience won't notice. The narration treats a celebrity rebuke as a cultural weather report. When a major artist says Harry never should have aired the family's dirty laundry, it signals the sympathy era is fading. The cool factor is framed as gone, replaced by a new mainstream mood. People don't admire public betrayal, even when it's packaged as empowerment. A separate incident is used to illustrate what the narration calls Meghan's lingering illusion of influence. The story suggests she expected narrative control, special framing, special treatment, but reality didn't bend. The takeaway: outside the royal framework, the leverage shrinks fast, and public figures with their own empires aren't going to move just because Meghan demands it.
You know, that just goes back to the delusion of this woman and what she does. Her pricing, everything about her just doesn't make sense. It seems to be a way that she feels it's validated, but in reality, it's not. Meghan doesn't, I think, live in a world that is reasonable.
The narration then zooms out to the online ecosystem around them, arguing that their supporters are among the most aggressive digital attackers, and that Harry and Meghan's silence is the most revealing part. The claim is simple. When you brand yourself as anti-bullying, but never confront the harassment done in your name, the hypocrisy becomes a storyline of its own, one that damages credibility faster than any tabloid headline. The piece draws a strategic contrast.
It was our Royal News Network who got to the bottom of this, revealing, is Meghan Markle revving people off with her latest as ever launch, specifically with the spread and chocolate duo. Individually, the spread is sold for $12, no keepsake packaging, and the chocolate bar for $14. Together that equals $26. But Meghan is charging $29. Why are people being charged the extra $3? Don't know, but it seems like a rather big ripoff.
Charles is framed as a man who waited a lifetime to wear the crown and now wants peace. Someone inclined to avoid war even if it means tolerating dysfunction. William is framed as the opposite, less sentimental, more institutional, and more willing to cut away threats without hesitation. The implication is that Harry's biggest danger isn't what happens under Charles. It's what becomes inevitable under William. William is portrayed as someone shaped by crisis management, learning that protecting the crown means making hard decisions early. And unlike Charles, the narration argues William is thinking generationally. If he doesn't end the Sussex chaos, his children inherit it.
The other chocolate bar and sprinkles set at least together would equal $29 if purchased individually, but the spread without the keepsake packaging and the bar would not. Better off purchasing them individually, which makes the idea of a duo rather stupid and pointless. Also, shouldn't two products bundled together technically be a little discounted compared to retail? Her Valentine's Day edit is also just all the retail prices of all the items without any extra benefit.
From that angle, removing titles isn't framed as personal revenge. It's presented as institutional housekeeping, using the Andrew precedent as proof that exile by protocol is already an accepted royal tool. Public sentiment is presented as the fuel that makes drastic action politically easy. The narration claims comments and mainstream attitudes, both in the UK and increasingly in the US, have shifted towards seeing Harry as disloyal and beyond rehabilitation. And once that perception hardens, the story suggests there's no clean comeback left.
What's your take on Harry and Meghan then?
Well, I think he should go home. Like E.T. He should go phone home and then go home. I did not think he should have aired the family's dirty laundry, but that's just me, darling. I have nothing but love for them, for everyone, but I love the royal family as if I know them. But I think Americans, we love the idea of the royal family so much. And I just was like, but people do things and you don't know why and you don't know what's going on inside of them. So I don't judge. But I was like, oh man, because I felt like I knew them in some ways. So I was like, Harry, no, don't do that. You know better. You know what I mean?
Because the damage isn't rumor anymore. It's written down, recorded, and monetized. Harry's reported desire to reconnect is framed as a race against time. While Charles is alive, there's still a crack in the door, some possibility of access, funding, or limited reconciliation. But the narration claims William will slam that door shut. Even attempts to rebuild reputation through Invictus are framed as too transparent now, an effort to borrow royal credibility when the public and the palace have already decided the brand is spent.
Quite a good English accent there from Minaj. But P. Dinah, look, there is something more serious to this, isn't there? Because it was that moment when he sold out on the family, which dates right back to Oprah Winfrey, that really changed everything. I guess Nicki Minaj now feels like she can.
The narration escalates the stakes by widening the blast radius beyond Harry and Meghan. It argues that titles, styling, succession status, invitations, and financial ties are all vulnerable levers, some ceremonial, some legal, some social. But together, they form the last thread connecting the Sussexes to the institution. And the warning is that when William acts, it won't be symbolic. It will be structural. The closing message is built like a countdown. The connections are fraying. The precedent is set.
But the problem here lies in not wanting to better yourself, not wanting to do the right thing, and continue to be a bad example, and to put out poorly products that have been in production that continue to make the same mistake. You are just with your head in the sand about everything. Your fans, your products.
The public pressure is rising, and the future king's intent is portrayed as known. Harry's fear is framed as rational because he's watched what the royal machine can do when it decides someone has become a liability, and the narration ends on the central thesis. For Harry and Meghan, the question isn't if the royal identity collapses, it's when.